Public service announcement. If you are trying to figure out, should you be playing summer ball this upcoming year or should you not? Here's a quick, easy way to try and figure out generally where you should be at. If you're a freshman or if you're a sophomore, under 150 pounds, you should not be playing summer ball. You need to be lifting. You need to be getting weight. You need to be going through and looking to get stronger and faster before you look to do anything else. If teams are saying like, oh, we're going to get all this exposure for what? You have nothing to expose. So why spend your money in going to play summer ball when you need to get bigger, you need to get stronger, you need to be faster. You need all these things so that way you can be a better ball player. To be a better ball player, you need to do those things. Coaches aren't going to come and watch you not be a good ball player. So why spend the money, spend the time, spend the resources, spend your entire summer going through and trying to showcase and get exposure of a not good product? And that's not saying that your product can't be good. What it's saying is your current product right now is a prototype. You don't take your prototype to the masses. You take it to a few individuals, you work on it, you fix it. Those individuals might be instructors, it may be coaches, however you want to look at it. You do not need exposure if you're under 150 pounds and you're a sophomore and you're a freshman. The average Division I player that played in the College World Series last year weighed 198 pounds. The average Division II player that played in the College World Series, 189 pounds. The average Division III, 186. NAIA, 190. D1 JUCO, 193. D2 JUCO, 188. D3 JUCO, 190. The average draft pick was 197 pounds. So if you're sitting there thinking that you're going to be getting all this exposure to who? Exposure for what? It's not going to happen. And if you think going and lifting at your school or lifting with the buddies is going to work, it may work for some. It's not working for most of you. If you're lifting 3 to 4 times a week and you're not seeing gains within like 2 months, little gains, it doesn't have to be massive. Something needs to happen. Something needs to get fixed. And working out with your buddies isn't going to be it. Get in with an instructor. Get in with somebody that knows what they're doing and where that is their job. A lot of high school lifting coaches or lifting teachers, they're there because they play or they coach a sport. Their main job isn't going to be that. Now, maybe they went to college for it years ago. They're not staying up to date with it. Most of them, the majority of them. So if you're thinking that, oh, I need to be getting exposure, I need to be doing this, I need to be doing that. If you're a sophomore, if you're a freshman under 150 pounds, no one cares what you can do because you're not going to be able to do it. Like the level of which colleges are looking for is not your level. So rather than spending your time, energy, and effort, the resources, and your one summer, instead of putting it towards playing where you're going to be playing tournaments on the weekends, you're hopefully going to be practicing. A lot of summer teams don't practice, but hopefully you're practicing. You're not going to have the time or the energy or possibly the money to be able to be improving what you need to improve. All you're going to be able to do is, if anything, stay stagnant or possibly even get worse. So now rather than getting better over the summer, so that way the next season comes around, you're even a better ball player, you're the same person. So if you are staying essentially the same as a freshman, sophomore, what's going to happen junior year? Most of you guys are probably going to get cut. Even though you've been playing with your high school or you've been playing with this travel team that's, going out of state and all this crazy stuff, it doesn't matter. If you're under 150 pounds, and I'm not even going to get into the bat speed, exit velocity, any of that stuff, just based on weight, just based on how strong you are. If you're not able to be over 150 pounds, go get big, go get strong. Even if you're a small guy, if you're short, go look up any of the players that have been able to move on from high school to college to professional. Go look at how much they weigh. You'll be surprised. You will be surprised. It's not saying that you're incapable of gaining weight or, you don't have to weigh 250 pounds, 200 pounds, but you got to be over 150. You got to be able to be strong. You got to be able to be fast. And if you're not able to do those things, getting the exposure doesn't fucking matter. It's your career. It's your money. It's your time. It's your energy. Do what you want with it, but be educated about what you're doing and understand what the domino effect will have. You have a 4-year clock once you get into high school. Some get 5 if you want to do a gap year, but that's not first choice. You have 4 years to try and figure this out. You spending a summer, that's 1/8 of your time. You do that 2 summers, that's 1/4 of your time. You're going to have to play with your high school in the spring. So that's going to be already a good amount of your time. Now you're looking at a couple falls here and there. If you're a multi-sport athlete, there goes those falls. How much time do you actually have to get better and work on your craft rather than being stagnant? Your choice.